What's going on, everyone? This is Brandon from Authentic Boerboels. I'm back for another video on breeder tips. Today, y'all gonna want to get them pens and pads out today because I'm giving you a lot of game. Okay. Today, we're going over building your social media. It's a big thing in 2020 to have social media presence. It's huge. It's like if you don't have it, you ain't got nothing. Because, I mean, having a website, it's kind of like, it's okay to have a website, but if you ain't got no social media presence, you really don't got nothing these days. So it's a really big thing. So let's go ahead and get into this. I got a list of things we're going to go over. And just bear with me. It's going to be a longer video probably, but we're going to go deep into it. I'm going to really try to give y'all all the tips and tricks that I know to really build your social media. The first thing you want to do when getting on social media is, I tell this to everybody, get you a logo made. Find somebody that does logos, some graphic design. If you got a Facebook, just put a status, yeah, who does graphic design? Somebody probably tell you that they know somebody that does graphic design. You can get a logo made from between like $15 to $60. Typically, I had my first one made for like, I think $15. No, I'm lying. It was $60. I'm lying. But yeah, get a logo made. If you got a name already, make an email. So you have your email on all your social media for people to get a hold of you, because some people like to use email. I preferably don't like to, but I have an email. I get a lot of emails and I check my emails from time to time. So yeah, make sure you have an email and a name, a logo. If you don't got a logo yet, that's cool. Just use the picture of your dogs. Try to post every day. That's like a big key thing. Post every day if you can. Try to get pictures. I know a lot of people say, oh, how I can't get them to stay still. Man, just, if you're out there chilling with your dogs, I know you're around your dogs. Chill, shoot, you see them standing still for a second in a nice little stance or a pose, man, snap a couple pictures of them. I mean, especially if you got an iPhone, snap a bunch. I just keep snapping, snap, just until, and then, go back through them until you find a good one. Tweak it a little bit, put your little sauce on it, upload it. And then once you upload, make sure you use hashtags. So whatever breed you're dealing with, use hashtags of that breed. Once you type in the word on the hashtag, most things will pop up that are, that been used. So use some of those things and go on and try to find, other hashtags that are trending. Check other people's posts, see what they're using. Because I look at my social media pages, especially Instagram, that's like a portfolio for you. That's everything on there. You can get on my Instagram. You can see videos, pictures. You can watch my dogs grow. You can see my dogs from 8 weeks old to 2 years old. It's like a portfolio, man, especially when you have clients. A big thing you want to do when you have clients that purchase puppies from you, get a picture of them holding the puppy. Do a video of them. Let them talk about their experience and dealing with you in the process of getting the puppy, how easy, how smooth it was. That's always a good thing. So always keep that in mind. It's like I said, it's like a portfolio, man. It's like you can get everything on your social media. Make sure you have an Instagram, TikTok, make you a business Facebook. And, I see a lot of people that just use their personal pages for these things. Make a separate page. Separate your personal life from your business life if you're taking it serious. So first thing you want to do is get a business page on Instagram. You can still, and then once you're linked to that business page, you'll be linked to your old profile still. So you can have your personal profile and then you have your business profile. All it is 2 taps and boom, I'm right back to my business page from my personal profile. Facebook, same thing. TikTok, I just make a business page TikTok on my kennel. And, just upload all the same stuff. And then when you upload on any platform, put it on all platforms. Everything goes on there at once. So you should be on your phone for a minute. Hashtags, copy and paste. If you got hashtags, here's a good trick. Find the hashtags that work for you. Put them in your notes. Copy and paste every time. Add a couple new hashtags if you find some new hashtags that you want to use. Add them on there. That's a nice trick that I use. When you're posting, post 2 to 3 times a day. That's my key point. I post about 2 to 3 times a day. I'll post, maybe 2 pictures, then a reel or 2 reels and a picture. But I try to, my key number is like 3 times a day usually. Because the more you're seen, the more you're on people's minds. I think that's how I think. And the more, the chance of getting out there. And a new person every day is a new potential client. Always keep that in mind. So if I reached 100 people, at least one of those people may be a potential client. If I reach 1,000 people, 2 of those people may be 2 potential clients. You never know. So just post. Get out there, because the goal is to always be fresh on people's mind, be seen. If they're really interested, they're going to follow you. And especially if you're putting good content out there. Like thing that I've learned recently with Instagram is they're trying to follow the trend of TikTok. So it's not like it was 2 years ago when you could post pictures and videos and still get follows and people see you on the explore page when they use hashtags. Now it's all about reels. If you don't got reels, you're not going to be seen. You have to post reels, use sounds. If you hear a sound being used over and over again when you watch reels, save that sound and then use it on one of yours, and see how it takes you, because it's all about the sounds and knowing the trends. So watch some videos on studying trends on Instagram. I know they have Instagram videos on Instagram on reels, like in your settings, that'll teach you how to use reels and how to pick up on trends. They'll teach you all that. But like I said, reels are like a big thing right now on Instagram. That's like the only way to get seen. One video can get you like 50 likes. I mean, not 50 likes, 50 followers. I mean, I've gotten 6,000 followers from a reel before, so it's just limitless. So that's the best thing. And in a situation like that, 6,000 followers, that's like 10 to 20 new potential clients probably. You never know what you're going to get, because you do get a lot of people that are going to call and don't understand your pricing, or just don't understand that, quality dogs cost quality money. So, I mean, that just comes with the game. But like me, when I first came in, I found out about a Boerboel. I asked what it was. Okay, I did my research. I looked them up, looked around on Instagram, found somebody that had what I wanted, messaged them, hey, what do your Boerboels go for? He let me know. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. I'm going to get back with you. Don't waste breeders' time. Don't waste breeders' time just asking a lot of questions when ask price first, please, people. Ask your price first, because we're busy people. We got busy lives. We still have personal lives. We still have families. We still got things to do. So always keep that in mind, So if you don't have the funds for the dog, or not going to have them anytime soon, don't ask 1,000 questions. Do your own research. Be respectful of that, because we got lives too. Because don't be, let me talk to my wife just to get off the phone and make it seem like the wife was the reason why you didn't get the dog. Because that's a big inside joke with all of us breeders, because that's always the excuse. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you 20 questions, but and it comes down to, let me talk to my wife and I'll get back to you tomorrow. That's all right. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to hear from you tomorrow. Okay, so be respectful of that, guys. What else? Hashtags. Stick with your hashtags. Like I said, if you got hashtags you like using, they're working for you, type them out, copy them, put them in your notes so you can copy and paste every time you post. Another thing you want to do, if you have a logo, download this app. The app I use is Logolicious. I use that app for my watermarks, which is like I upload my logos on there, and then I can put them on all my pictures so nobody can steal my pictures. They're my pictures. I try to put them close to the dogs as possible without being in the way. That way nobody can steal the picture of my dogs without my logo being seen. So people are like, oh, that's not your dog. So it's called a watermark. So there's different apps, but I use Logolicious. That's what I preferably use. And I think it's like 99 cents a month or something like that. And then also once you start having clients, if you're already having clients, always try to post pictures of your clients with the puppy they purchased from you, holding the puppy, or do a video or a reel of them holding their puppy, showing how excited and how happy they were. Let them talk about their experience with you, how smooth it went and how happy they are with their new pet, and do stuff like that, man. It's like I said, your page is your portfolio. That's like you're doing a background check on a breeder. That way people know you're legit. People know you're pushing puppies. People know you're handling business and you're legit and you're not scamming. And that's another thing where it comes back to the logo. always have that logo. Reels, do not put logos in Reels. I learned, do not put your logo in Reels, because then the algorithm will mess with the algorithm, and they're not going to push you. The goal of the algorithm with these Reels is you want to use as many tools on that social media platform. So on Facebook, you want to use all the tools on Facebook. On Instagram, you want to use only Instagram. Don't upload, make the video on iMovie on your phone and then upload it onto Instagram. Use Instagram's tools to make that real, because they're going to reward you. The more you use their app, the more they're going to reward you with views. So let's say you do a story. Use their tools, use the stickers, use this, use that. Use, when you're making a reel, upload the videos to the reel, on the reel part. Add anything else, the music, use their music. Don't take music from outside and put it on there. Use your music. Their music. So that's a big tip right there. If you're writing anything down, make sure you write that down, because that's a big thing. The algorithm is real. It's something I've kind of figured it out on Instagram. TikTok, not so much. I'm still trying to figure TikTok out. I've went viral on TikTok a couple times. But Instagram, it's like almost every other week I can hit big on Instagram, getting them views and get my name out there. Try to use some humor in some of the videos, because who don't like to laugh? The more people that view your video and like your video, the more it's going to get pushed out there. The more comments, the more likes, it's going to get pushed out there more. So if you got something funny, more than likely somebody's going to like it. Especially me. I know me. When I see something funny, I'm going to give them a props like, hey, man, that was funny. I'm going to like that. So that way it's getting pushed out there to more people, So try to use some humor, put some funny sounds on there, save your sounds. If you're hearing something a lot over and over again when you're scrolling through Reels, more than likely that means that's trending. So that's a trending sound. So you want to save that and then use that on your next video. Another thing you want to do with Reels is cinematic mode on your phone, or put your videos in 4K. If you have an iPhone or whatever phone you have, I don't know about Galaxies or Samsungs. I don't know much about those. I know iPhone. I put all my videos in 4K in the highest resolution as possible. I use cinematic mode sometimes, depending on what's going on. Cinematic mode is supposedly better to use, but I like using just my 4K, plain 4K. That way, it doesn't off focus on anything. What else can we go over? Websites. People always ask me if I have a website. I don't really have no desire to have a website, which I've already told myself and other people that I plan on getting a website in 2023 just because. But it's like some people don't believe you're legit unless you have a website. But I kind of use, I have Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. How am I not real, and how am I not really doing this? You know what I'm saying? And I have an email that's connected. So, and I have clients on my pages. I just feel like Instagram and Facebook and stuff is just better. We've already done a previous video on groups. So when you join all these groups in your breed community, anything that goes on your social media, it goes on there also. That way everybody sees you, because some of these groups are to help, breeders put their stuff out there, and everyone see it and know what's going on in their camp. And, everybody, has their different liking into what people are doing, and just, they may just like your setup and the way you care for the dogs. So, that's a big thing. Another thing I suggest, if you're making reels, put yourself in the video so you can be seen. People love to see people interacting with their dogs. Don't just be behind the scenes like, oh, here's my dogs. People want to see what the person, how you interact with your dogs. I like showing people me bathing my dogs, playing with my dogs and stuff like that. I like to give a whole inside look on everything that goes on in my camp. This is how I am. I don't have nothing to hide. So I show everything. I'm not scared to show everything. I don't care about backlash, so sometimes that could be a bad thing, but it is what it is. It's just how I am. Don't ever post or discuss sales on posts ever. Don't ever post prices. Don't discuss sales. I try to avoid that and steer away from that. I don't like to say things are available. Maybe you can use for your consideration. Don't use those words, for sale. That could get you deleted real quick. That can get you flagged real quick. Let's say you got like 10,000 followers, you would lose all that. You have to start all over. You will not get it back. It's over with. So there's a big key to, stay away from that. Just use it as a portfolio. Like I said, it's just here. This is what's going on. If you want to get a hold of me, if you're really interested, call me. That's what I tell people. If you're really interested, call me. Don't message me on here. Just call me if you're really interested, so we can talk. I can answer all the questions, so we don't got to sit and type and go back and forth, back and forth. It gets all just taken care of all in one walk. But like I said earlier, if always give the price to people, get that out the way. So that way you can save yourself a lot of time, because, I find that people always want to ask 20 questions, and then the last thing they always want to ask is the price. Get that price out there so they know off rip, it's going to save you a longer, a conversation of just, you might be on the phone for an hour, maybe, possibly, but that's how I am. I always get that price out first. But look, we're going to talk about this price. My price is blah, blah, blah. My deposit is, and yeah. Always when you first start your pages, add all the breeders you can, so that way they're seeing your stuff, or share their stuff. So showing that you respect them and respect what they're doing and want to be on the level they're on. I'm not saying like be a kiss ass or nothing like that, but just, hey, man, just show, give people the flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? Just give people love and respect. Respect to get you places where money can never get you. That's something I heard the other day. Just respect and being a good person in the dog game will get you places that money will never get you. Because there's a lot of people that got a lot of money and sell a lot of dogs that can't get nowhere because they're fucked up, they have fucked up names, make sure your name's clean, man. Just keep your name clean, do good business, stand on good business. Don't hate on other people, be respectful. That's the best advice I can give you. If you see something you like, share their stuff, or, don't be afraid to reach out and be like, hey, man, like, I like what you're doing, and great dogs, great setup. I love it. I love to have something like that one day. Just give people the respect, man. I love hearing stuff like that. I'm not saying I don't like to be ego stroked or nothing, but I like, that motivates people. I like to motivate other people and let them know that they're motivating me. That way, maybe we, might become friends, and then we feed off each other. I have a lot of friendships that have started that way. One of my best friends today, that's how me and him met. I just, hey, bro, I seen your video on YouTube, bro. I like your setup. I like the way you're doing your things, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm sending messages, man. That dog's dope, man. I like what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Now we best friends. We talk every day, That's how it goes. You want to always uplift people, man. But I got off subject a little bit. Promotion. People want to pay for promotion thinking that's going to give them a lot of followers. It's really not. I've done it a few times. It doesn't really help anything. Only pay for promotion when it's really needed, I feel like. Usually, typically, like if you got a litter on the way, a confirmed litter, get you a litter announcement made. Have like the 2 dogs on there. The way I like to do it, the next one I'm doing is I have this idea where I'm doing the picture of the mom and dad. I'll have the pedigree on there, the due date on there. So there's no questions. So you don't got to answer 1,000 questions. You don't got to send people the pedigree. You don't got to send them pictures of the mom and dad. You don't got to tell them the due date. Everything is there in one picture. And you can get a litter announcement made by whoever did your logo. They can typically do stuff like that because all they need to do is get the pictures, put a little couple of their little sauce on it, and there you go. And usually that costs about like $15. Typically, that's what I pay for mine. And that's what I use for promotion. I'll pay for the push that way people know I have litters on the way, and they make sure, those people that have messaged you before, it's going to pop up on their page. Anybody looking for whatever breed you're dealing with, it'll show up while they're scrolling. It'll just be a promotion. So and you may get some more followers that way, possibly. I feel like just posting random things is not going to get you a lot of followers. Just paying for promotion, you're just wasting money. And another thing is, I want to go over pretty much, we covered a lot. I went over a lot. I told y'all it was going to be a little longer video because social media is like such a big thing these days. I haven't figured out TikTok yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like hit or miss. Instagram, pretty much humor is a key. Good surroundings is key. Having nice surroundings, getting good lighting and stuff like that. I mean, it's like the videos that I don't expect to do the most numbers, do the most numbers. So anything can go. Just make sure you just post. Just post. That way you're always fresh on people's mind and be like, hey, man, I see this person every day. They must be really doing it. And people see the progress over time. Like if you go to the back of my page, you can see from the beginning when I didn't have kennels, I didn't have my yard was trashed. I went and got the backyard concreted. I got a nice setup now. I get praised all the time for my setup. It's a blessing, man. You can just see the progression and it motivates people. People tell me all the time it motivates them. And I was motivated by the people before me. So that's just the tip right there. That's pretty much everything I got for you guys today, man. I hope y'all learned something from this. If you got any questions, don't mind call me, text me, message me. I'm pretty good at replying to people. Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.